Hello there. Come in a bit, not quite in frame. Come in just a little bit. Okay. Right. Okay, so there's a couple and then I've got a few more as well. Okay. So, when did, this is a weird question. When did something start out badly for you, but in the end it was great? So, like, basically, when did you think something was going to be bad, but then it turned out great? You. We used to fight as kids. You.
I don't know.
Weird food combinations you really enjoy.
What was it I had on? I don't know what it was. Oh, I had cheese, tuna, and lettuce.
I've actually had that before.
It's actually quite nice.
Mm. Oh, I know. Milkshake French fries. So like when you go to McDonald's, you like dip your fries in the milkshake.
Never tried that.
How would your country change if everyone, regardless of age, could vote? I think that we would all be blown up.
I think we'd all have to like install an Xbox or something. Or we get killed.
What?
Anyway.
What are some red flags you'd watch out for in daily life? So like something to be aware of for everyone else, basically. So like a red light, you know, like not like literally red light. Yeah, this is what you need to do. If you get to a red light, you need to stop. Otherwise, you might get a ticket. You're one.
Freya.
What?
Stay away.
Watch out for Freya.
Stay
Okay.
away.
So if your job / school approached you with a 3-day paid break, so you could get paid to be off school, basically. Like to rest and just, yeah. What would you do with those 3 days? Oh, this is hard though. Like, I think I would just like...
I think for one day I would just stay in my bed.
Yeah, just like... Yeah. Maybe go to like a theme park or something.
Don't know.
You're getting paid to be off, so do anything. Okay, so this isn't one's kind of for me, but it can be for you too. So how long have you had YouTube for? It's about a year? I think I started in September, so it's a year. Do you want to do a collab with anyone? I don't know. Is there any YouTubers that you want to do a collab with? Like you've seen before, and if you had a YouTube channel, you would do a collab with? I want to collab with, like, I don't know. Maybe, I don't really know, just kind of like scooter people or like football people, like Road to Shore maybe. Are you a spaz? Thanks, by the way. Yes. You good? I think I'm good. Are you good?
Yeah.
Yeah, you doing good? Okay. Got some more questions. What's wrong but sounds right?
What?
I don't know.
What's wrong but it sounds right?
It's like really... Alright, we'll skip that question. What's the most epic way you've seen someone quit or be fired? Oh, when I was in Home Bargains, this person was like getting really annoyed because something kept falling off the shelf, and then she just like walked out and quit. She's like, I quit, and then just walked out.
I've only ever seen it in movies,
But
but I can't even remember them.
wow. Wait, if you could be convicted of any one type of crime, what criminal charge would you like to be immune to?
What does that mean?
So, like, you have one thing that you can basically get away with.
Robbing a bank?
Killing Fred. Sure do. I'm getting spam now because I'm getting heart spam. What's your creative use of emojis you've ever seen? Oh, I know. My friend sent me the cycle of poop. So it's like when you're on the toilet and then like you get frustrated because it's coming out and then the end result is a plop.
Look at my phone. And look what you commented. On the same page. I mean, they put you.
Right, anyway. What's your creative use of emojis you've ever seen?
I don't know, I just sent all the emojis to someone before. It took ages.
What's something that will always be in fashion no matter how much time passes? I don't know.
I think maybe brands.
Jeans. Jeans.
Brands of stuff.
Like
Like-
shoes.
Yeah,
It's just like trainers.
like Nike and stuff.
Yeah.
And Adidas.
These questions are so weird. What's the best / worst practical way that you've played on someone or that someone has played on you? I say, what's the best one we've done on Friday, do you think?
Oh, was it you that we put on a scary video on our phone?
Yeah.
And then she walked in, she started screaming.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Should we just say that one?
Probably that one.
What do you think the worst one was? I think that's the one where we hid in our room because that didn't really work. I mean, the first time when we hid around the car, she didn't see us. But would you go out of your way? Who would you go out of your way to be like nice to? Well,
Friends.
yeah, exactly. What food have you never eaten but would really like to try? I'd actually like to try sushi. Like,
It's gross.
how do you know though?
Because I've had it before.
She's had it before, but what food would you like to try? I'd actually like to try like Five Guys or like Taco Bell, something like that.
Oh, I'd like to try. I don't even know what it's called, but it's like something instead of a wrap, like in America.
Chicken tikka.
No.
Right. What food is delicious but is a pain to eat? So like basically like so messy.
Ice cream.
It's not that bad.
Cream. Whipped cream.
Anything with gravy is so hard to eat. I always end up getting it all down me.
I got a bit from earlier.
From earlier. But I don't like gravy that much, so. What old person things do you do?
What old person things?
Old person things are like farting when you walk up the stairs, like every little step.
Oh no, I didn't do that.
Do you do that? Like, I don't know, like snoring?
I didn't say.
Just randomly, like, you're just sitting there, and then, like, do you get that, like old people do, like, they just sat there, and then all of a sudden they just, like, fall asleep, like
Oh,
that.
I got a video of an old person. On my save, I have to find it.
Okay, what are some unusual places you've been to? Unusual?
I don't know.
I think the most unusual place I've been to, because, like, it was, like, a haunted house from, like,
Here it is.
years and years ago.
What if my phone turned into a mirror? I'm looking at my face and oh my. little unicorn. You've got to be kidding me.
It's just your camera. You probably have it switched up. Take a selfie. You have it on selfie mode, Grandma.
A selfie? What the heck is a selfie?
Right. Anyway, what's the most unusual places you've been? I was gonna say that haunted house because like it was from like thousands of years ago probably, but it looked brand new. That was the weird thing.
I've been in a suitcase.
That's the weirdest place you've been in a suitcase. I mean, that is pretty weird.
I don't know.
We'll go with that. What celebrity do you think is the most down to earth? I would kind of say Ed Sheeran because he kind of knows he is quite down to earth.
I don't know.
What's the most expensive thing you've broken?
Broken. Oh, I broke my dad's laptop.
There you go. No, she didn't. No, she didn't. No, she didn't. That was Freya.
It was me, I'm Freya.
I broke a mirror.
I'm Freya dropped it.
I broke a mirror, which means I've got bad luck. So.
My mum broke a mirror the other
What's
day.
the spiciest thing you've ever eaten? See, I don't find spicy food like actually spicy. So that's just like normal food.
Oh, I have one.
What?
Did I tell you when I was at Cosmo? I thought it was just normal pasta, it was chilli pasta. The whole thing in my mouth, and I had to go get blocks of ice cubes.
We're like,
It's horrible.
What makes you roll your eyes every time you hear it?
What's that word? Don't know what it is.
The fact that you have a specific word.
I do.
I find it just genuine when people talk like a load of rubbish.
When people
Oh,
won't
yeah,
shut
whatever.
up.
Yeah. What do you think you're much better at than you actually are?
What do I think I'm better at?
I have to say Fortnite.
I don't know.
When was the last time you got to tell someone I told you so? I told you so.
I think I did that earlier.
Probably. What was the last... Oh wait, that's the same thing. What riddles do you know? I don't know.
Riddles?
What's the cure for hiccups? This question's getting weird
With
now.
hiccups,
I say hold your breath or drink.
Yeah, I got that. Breathe in.
Yeah, or like drink quick. And water, not anything else
Choke
though.
on it. What do you
Do you think aliens exist?
No, I do not.
No. How do you judge a person? By not liking them. You judge them for how they are.
I judge
basically.
them on, I don't know, how they act.
Mm. What are you interested in that most people aren't?
I'm interested in. Right, this might sound weird, but out of all of the humanities subjects, I find religious studies the most easiest one.
That's not the question.
Well, that's
What are you
I-
interested in that most people aren't?
Oh, I'm not interested in it.
She was not listening.
I'm interested in.
You're not interested in listening.
I'm interested in. I like those things. So, like, you have. I don't know, it's like a pyramid and it's like a puzzle thing. So, you've never heard of that? I don't even know what it's called.
I don't know, like, oh, I know, I'm interested in, like, I don't know. It's
I like
so
fluffy
hard.
socks. That's mine.
Okay. I don't know, honestly.
I like fluffy socks.
What's something people don't worry about but really should? People don't worry about.
What? I don't know.
Well, I don't know, like,
They don't worry about.
How is this video, by the way? 15, guessed it. Right, wow.
They didn't worry about. I don't know. They didn't worry about how smelly their socks are. When they should.
Some people don't worry about, I don't know,
Socks.
what, like changing their socks or having odd socks. Your mum wears odd socks every day.
That's who I
She's
mean,
even
yeah.
taken a pair of mine and she's worn them and been like, I don't know where your socks are. She's taken a pair of my socks because I took them off when I gave her yours and then your mum put them in the wash, I think. And then I had odd socks on as well. So she's wearing my odd socks.
I don't think I've ever seen her wear a proper pair.
I don't think I have.
Apart from when she wore my dad's before. That's the only
I
thing.
have, but then they're such a similar size that I don't know whether they're mine or his. So. Okay, I really don't know. Like, they should worry about, I say kids should worry about keeping their room clean.
Oh, yes, I didn't do that.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. What should they do?
Worry about tidying their room.
They should like and
Subscribe.
yeah. Are you
And
subscribed?
Tidy their room.
And turn the post notifications on. Soon I will be doing a giveaway. You don't seem very interested in the fact that I'm doing a giveaway. You just seem more interested in getting M&Ms. But yeah, I think, and they should be worried about exercise as well, because if you don't exercise, you're just gonna be like this, and you're not gonna be able to move.
They should be worried about how their bones work. I've done them about that in science.
Were you listening though?
Not really.
We're both the same. We don't listen. Anyway, so guys, so much for watching. Peace out. Bye.
I'm about to buy my first Lambo off this one.